Boat Racing Outlaws back again. We have the infamous, famous Joe Kreiter. Joe is a veteran racer. Been racing inboards for a very long time. Joe, when I was a little kid, I used to watch you, believe it or not. And I used to watch your brother, Kenny Kreiter.
Yes, sir.
And I remember your father, Joe Kreiter.
Correct.
And what a guy he was. He was a racing man's man, let me tell you.
There he was.
Didn't hold nothing back. Joe, tell us a little bit about your racing career and how many years you have been running the inboard division of APBA racing.
I started driving in 1972, won 2 national champions, 2 national high point champions, East Divisional champion, and North American championship in my career.
Joe
I got inducted in the Hall of Champions in 1997.
Wow, what an accomplishment. Joe, I remember when I was a little kid, and I'm talking probably 7, 8 years old, I actually watched you die at Eastwood Lake at the Hydro Bowl.
That's correct.
And then what actually happened, bring us back, I mean, my memory being 8 years old, tell us what your memory was and how much you actually still remember, if any.
Well, back in that day, I was running third. I was catching the guy in second. Went into the second corner and caught a little bit too much wind. I thought I brought it down. I climbed back in and then I took off for the sky. And what literally happened, the boat hit me on the way out and knocked me unconscious and I drowned.
Wow. Now, as fate would have it, you were at the Hydro Bowl in Dayton, Ohio, correct?
Correct?
You were going into turn 2, correct?
Correct.
That is almost straight across from the ramp at the Hydro Bowl.
Correct.
There is a crosswind there. Can you testify to that?
Yeah, I blew the JB water over that same place.
I also have flipped the boat in the exact same spot.
You got to remember, on both ends of there, the back bank is tapered on the one side, on both sides, and you get wind on each end of that bank by being tapered.
Well, I tell you, I wish somebody had told me that before I went out there.
Should have asked me.
Yeah, where were you, Joe? Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
But I do remember that was a very traumatic event for the racing fans, as well as your family. Everybody was really on pins and needles, and I will never forget that the rest of my living days. How old are you now, Joe?
66.
How many years have you been driving a boat?
Since 1972.
I'm not good with math, but that seems like a heck of a long time.
Quite a long time.
Tell us, have the boats changed a lot as the years have went by? You probably originally started out with the motor in front of you, correct?
Yes, and I kind of went backwards, and the boat I got now is a motor in front.
And you're one of the few people that do that, and it's so shocking how competitive that boat is.
It's very fast, but right now we're still having trouble getting around the corners like the cap overs do.
And is that something that's an inherited problem with those particular boats?
I think it's that particular design. I'm
Okay.
on the way, I think, figuring out, but it might be a little bit too late.
Well, when I saw your boat for the first time, I told myself, I said, that is not going to cut it in today's racing world. Then I watched you go out there and drive it and had a whole different perspective. So I'm always amazed. I'm always looking forward to seeing you out there racing. Tell us your plans for the future of racing with the Kreiters.
Well, right now we're planning on running the 2.5 stock and running my son's 7-liter. We're finally getting the bugs out of the 7-liter. I think I got the 145 straight down as far as turning. We'll find out this year.
So, how much horsepower are you anticipating that boat producing this year?
Greg's or mine?
The fast one.
The fast one probably around 700 horsepower.
And yours?
Mine's about 133.
What kind of speeds can you look forward to achieving this year?
The little boat should be around 105 to 107. The big boat be between 145 and 150.
Do you take Geritol?
No.
Is there a special vitamin regimen that you would recommend the younger boat racers adhere to?
It's out of my way.
That's, well, you heard it here. This is live cam from not this guy, but from the other guy, his birthday. You know, the Horse Stuff Has Been wannabe, who's outside at the campfire. He's in here putting it together right here, right now. Thank you, Joe, and it's always a pleasure and an honor to see you. I mean, gee whiz, the years are going past us, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
All right, back to you. We're Boat Racing Outlaws coming to you live. We'll see you next time.